Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to GR Infraprojects Ltd. Q4 and FY2024 earnings conference call hosted by HDFC Securities. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing the star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. From the management team, we are pleased to have with us Mr. Ajendra Kumar Agarwal, Managing Director, and Mr. Anand Rathi, Group CFO. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Parikshit from HDFC Securities. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Steve, can you also speak about the disclaimers?
Okay, sir. So actually, you can go with the disclaimer if possible.
Yeah, please. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this call may contain some forward-looking statements. I think that should be read and the risks associated with that. So without any further delay, I would now like to hand over the call to Mr. Ajendra Kumar Agarwal, the Managing Director of the company. So we'll give you a brief overview about the industry trends and followed by a detailed financial presentation by Mr. Anand Rathi, the Group CFO. So over to you, Ajendra, my sir.
Thank you, Parikshit. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the fourth quarter earnings call of GR Infraprojects Ltd. for financial year 24. We are accompanied by Mr. Anand Rathi, the CFO of the company. I will now take you through the key highlights of the quarter and recent development in the infrastructure sector, followed by question and answer session. On financial highlights of the company, during Q4 financial year 24, the company has recorded revenue from operation of rupees 2,255 crore as against rupees 1,995 crore during the same period of the previous financial year. The EBITDA margin for the current quarter stood at 17.69% as against 14.53% during quarter ended March 31st, 2023. During the quarter, company has transferred 7 operational HAM assets to Bharat Highways in exchange of units in the InvIT, which resulted into 43.56% stake in the InvIT. The result gain on the transaction has been shown as exceptional item in financial statements. During the quarter, the company has received COD for 2 highway EPC projects and subsequent to year, and the company has received another pre-COD for a HAM project further. We have also received the COD for our median power transmission project in the month of April 2024 within scheduled time period, and we have bagged our second transmission project, which is adjoining to our existing project. One of our HAM projects, Belgavi bypass in the state of Karnataka, having EPC value worth rupees 797 crore, has been terminated due to non-fulfillment of condition precedent by authority. Further, NHAI has not been able to provide requisite interest-free ROW for construction work in one of our HAM projects in the state of Punjab, and hence we have communicated our intention to terminate the project. The response of authority is still awaited. As on the date, the company has decent mix of 28 BOT projects, of which 5 are operational, 14 under construction, and 9 projects are awaiting appointed dates. Coming to the order book, as on 31st March 24, value of order book stood at rupees 16,781 crore, out of which rupees 9,735 crores are executable order book. Further to update, in the month of May 2024, the company has also emerged as the lowest bidder for the 2 EPC road projects in the state of Maharashtra worth rupees 4,346 crore to be awarded by Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation. As on date, the company has submitted 12 highway and railway projects bids amounting rupees 10,228 crore, which are expected to be opened soon. Pleased to inform you that the GR Logistics Park Indore Private Limited, a subsidiary of the company, and PSA AMEA, a subsidiary of PSA India, have formalized an agreement to establish an inland container depot at the multi-modal logistics park in Indore. PSA India, a leading company in cargo handling, would look after the operational and maintenance of ICD. Now moving on the sector highlights. Elections are round the corner, and during election year, the rollout of infrastructure projects is generally affected due to political consideration and administrative challenges, which was the case for last year. Election results will be out very soon. Regardless of election dynamics, the growth momentum to be continued for the next 2 to 3 years because of sound economic fundamentals, and same has also been endorsed by the leading global rating agency. S&P will upgrade the country rating agency also. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highway in India is planning to construct 50,000 kilometers of new access control expressway by 2037. These expressways will enhance connectivity, improve transportation efficiency, and contribute to India's overall development. Government has done record high allocation of rupees 11 trillion for infrastructure space during the current financial year. This strategic move aims to sustain India's position as one of the world's fastest growing major economies and present abundant opportunity in the sector. We are also constantly working towards diversifying our portfolio, thus reducing vulnerability to functioning in any single market or sector, enhance long-term stability for the company. Recently, we have entered into power transmission, hydro-tunneling, multimodal logistic park, and roadway projects. We continue to tap on different opportunities emanating from the aggressive infra growth plan of the government. The company is targeting order pipeline worth rupees 250,000 crore in various sectors like highway, road tunnels, metro, power and transmission, railways, and roadway, etc. We are sure to adding distinct share to our order book in financial year 24-25 to take the company back to double-digit growth in financial year 26. That's all from my side today. Over to you, Anandji, for update financial position of the company. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, all. Let me take you through financial highlights of the company for the financial year ending 2024. So our standalone revenue from operation decreased by almost 359 crore, is a decrease of 4.4%, from 8,147 crore in fiscal 2023 to 7,788 crore in fiscal 2024. This decrease was primarily on account of delay in getting the appointed dates for various projects. Consequently, our consolidated revenue from operation has also decreased by 501 crore, from 9,481 crore to 8,980 crores in fiscal 2024. Standalone EBITDA margin has decreased to 14.58% in the year ended March 2024 from 16.12% in the year ended March 2023. This decrease again is mainly due to degrowth in our revenue. EBITDA margin at group level also decreased to 23.63% in the fiscal 2024 from 26.93% in the year of fiscal 2023. During the quarter, company has transferred 7 operational HAM assets to Bharat Highways InvIT in exchange of the units in the InvIT. The resultant gain of 1,372 crores on this transaction has been shown as exceptional item in the financial statements. Our debt at consolidated level has also reduced by 3,533 crores due to this transaction. Our PAT margin at standalone level after excluding this net of tax exceptional gain of 1,372 crores decreased by 11.29% to 755 crores in the fiscal 2024 as compared to 851 crore in this fiscal 2023. Similarly, our PAT margin at console level has decreased by 27.69% to 1,052 crores in fiscal 2024 as compared to 1,454 crores in fiscal ended March 2023. Our standalone net worth stood at 7,196 crore at the end of fiscal 2024, which was 5,215 crore at the end of fiscal 2023. Net worth at console level is rupees 7,602 crores at the end of fiscal 2024. Our total standalone borrowing outstanding at the end of fiscal 24 is around 739 crores with a debt to equity of 0.10 times. Total consolidated borrowing outstanding at the end of fiscal 2024 is 3,803 crores with debt to equity of 0.51 times. During the year, company has made addition to the fixed asset amount of 108 crore, and at the end of financial year, the amount under this head was rupees 1,371 crores. Investment in our subsidiary companies in form of loans and equities, rupees 1,669 crore at the end of fiscal 2024. Balance promoter contribution or equity contribution required to be made for our operational or yet to start HAM project is rupees 2,137 crore, of which we are expecting contribution of around 800 to 850 crore in the current financial year. Our working capital in days at the end of at the end of current fiscal is 112 days as compared to 104 days at the end of fiscal 2023. This is increase again primarily. This increase in primarily on account of increase in SPV debtors. Trade receivable at the standalone basis are 1,723 crores at the end of fiscal 24, and trade receivable at the consolidated level are 308 crores at the end of fiscal 2024. Our unbilled revenue at standalone basis is around 763 crores at the end of current year, as compared to 484 crores at the end of fiscal 23, and our unbilled revenue at the consolidated level is rupees 149 crore at the end of fiscal 24, as compared to 134 crore at the end of fiscal 23. Our inventories are 768 crore at the end of fiscal 24, as compared to 884 crore at the end of fiscal 2023. That's all. I sincerely thank all the partners, stakeholders for their support to our company. I may request moderator to please open the floor for Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Sir, HAM debtors on standalone is how much?
HAM, okay. 1,532 crores.
Okay. Sir, now two things, both on inflow and the execution going forward. So first, just to get a clarity, how much value of order inflow excluding GST we have received in FY24, and how much more are we looking to bag in FY25, given definitely the whatever we were initially thinking, 20,000 odd crore in FY24, definitely not achieved. So how much we are looking at in FY25?
FY25 में तो कम से कम हम लोग 15 से 20 हज़ार करोड़ का टारगेट करेंगे, क्योंकि इस बार देखिए जो पिछले साल में जो इलेक्शन ईयर था और उसकी वजह से गवर्नमेंट की जो बिडिंग पाइपलाइन में भी आई, लेकिन वो अल्टीमेटली उनके टेंडर्स नहीं हो सके। लेकिन अभी जिस तरह से नई गवर्नमेंट जो भी आएगी और जो एजेंडा है, जिस तरह से पाइपलाइन में प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, आने वाले टाइम में हमको लगता है अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स आएंगे, क्योंकि मोमेंटम तो बना हुआ है ही। और इसकी वजह से 25 में कम से कम हम लोग 15 से 20 हज़ार करोड़ का टारगेट कर रहे हैं।
सर, ये 15 से 20 हज़ार में से हैम कितने होंगे और टोल भी हम लोग देख रहे हैं क्या, कोई प्रोजेक्ट टोल भी? सो ये 15 से 20 हज़ार वांटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये पूरा ईपीसी एक्सक्लूडिंग जीएसटी वैल्यू रहेगा कि वो वैल्यू और कम होगा?
नहीं, ये जो वैल्यू जो हम लोग का 15 से 20 हज़ार की बात कर रहे हैं वो जीएसटी के अलावा ही बात कर रहे हैं। रेवेन्यू में जीएसटी का तो पार्टिसिपेशन होता नहीं, एक चीज़। दूसरा क्या है कि टोल निश्चित तौर पे हम लोग बिड करेंगे, टोल के प्रोजेक्ट हम देख रहे हैं। और ईपीसी इसमें मतलब जो कुछ पोर्शन ईपीसी का भी रहेगा निश्चित तौर पे। पर ईपीसी में जो बड़ी साइज के प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं उन्हीं को हम टारगेट कर रहे हैं। जो लेस देन 1000 करोड़ रुपीज़ है उसमें कंपटीशन काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, वहाँ पर हम थोड़ा कम फोकस हो रहे हैं। और हैम के अंदर मेजर पोर्शन निश्चित तौर पे हैम का रहेगा। अपन अगर इसका अलग कैटेगराइज करें तो 50% हैम रहेगा, 25% ईपीसी रहेगा, 20% बीओटी रहेगा।
ओके, समझ गया। एंड सर, FY24 में ऑर्डर इनफ्लो एक्सक्लूडिंग जीएसटी कितना था अपना?
ओनली 2000 करोड़ रुपीज़। 2000।
सो अभी सर दो एंगल है। एक तो अपना अपॉइंटेड डेट जो 9 प्रोजेक्ट्स का है, मोटा मोटी आई थिंक कुड बी 7500 ऑड करोड़, करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग। सो ये इनका अपॉइंटेड डेट कब आएगा और उसमें से कितना एग्जीक्यूशन FY25 में आ सकता है? दूसरा, अगर हमको नए जो प्रोजेक्ट्स है लेट्स से अगले 2-3 महीने में अगर मिलते हैं तो उसमें से कितना, एंड जो एग्जिस्टिंग ऑर्डर बुक है वहाँ से कितना? सो ब्रॉडली टोटल रेवेन्यू हम लोग कितना देख रहे हैं FY25 में? एंड उसमें ब्रेकअप अगर आप कर सकते हैं कि 9 प्रोजेक्ट है, अपॉइंटेड डेट बाकी है, उसमें से कितना, नए प्रोजेक्ट जो मिलेंगे उसमें से कितना रेवेन्यू ला सकते हैं?
ये जो रिमेनिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स है इनमें हम इस क्वार्टर के अंदर देखते हैं कि इनकी अपॉइंटेड डेट आ जानी चाहिए।
जून एंड में 3 की आ जाएगी, 3 और 4 की जून एंड तक आ जाएगी। हेलो
गो अहेड। यस सर, गो अहेड।
सो 3 की जून एंड तक हम लोग टारगेट कर रहे हैं। और उसके बाद में बिकॉज ऑफ ऑनसेट ऑफ मॉनसून फिर हम अगर अगस्त में अगर देता है तो कोई फायदा नहीं है। हेंस वी विल बी प्लानिंग कि सितंबर अक्टूबर ऑनवर्ड्स मिले फिर हमारे को। तो मे बी बैलेंस 6 वी आर टारगेटिंग इन 3rd क्वार्टर, अक्टूबर टू दिसंबर, राइट। एंड अभी जो आप ये बोल रहे हो कि जो बैलेंस है 3, अब ये जो 3 जून में वी आर टारगेटिंग उसका करीब 15 to 20% रेवेन्यू वी कैन टारगेट फॉर द करंट ईयर। एंड जो 3rd क्वार्टर मिलेगा उसका 10% probably at max we can target in the current year.
हेलो।
हाँ सर, हाँ तो यस सर। सो टोटल फॉर FY25 में हम लोग कितना रेवेन्यू देख रहे हैं? क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम आई थिंक वी वर लुकिंग एट काइंड ऑफ फ्लैटिश काइंड ऑफ ग्रोथ फॉर FY25 एंड 26 के लिए फिर हम लोग सोचे थे 15 से 25% का। तो अभी कंसिडरिंग नाउ वी आर कॉन्फिडेंट कि हमको ऑर्डर्स मिलेंगे 15-20 हज़ार करोड़ के, तो अभी टोटल रेवेन्यू पे हम लोग कैसे देख सकते हैं?
इस साल के लिए जो तो अपना जो है ना फ्लैटिश ही रहेगा, क्योंकि जो प्रोजेक्ट नए आएंगे उसमें हमने तो नेक्स्ट ईयर से ही उसकी अपॉइंटेड डेट होगी। ईपीसी में कुछ मतलब क्योंकि ईपीसी में भी क्या हुआ डिजाइन के लिए और थोड़ा डेवलपमेंट के लिए टाइम चाहिए, तो बहुत ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू इस साल में नहीं बढ़ सकता। इस साल के लिए हम फ्लैटिश ही सोचते हैं।
और फिर 26 के लिए सर, FY26 के लिए?
FY26 के लिए 15 से 20% की ग्रोथ हम लोग टारगेट कर रहे हैं।
और
लगता है 20% तक की ग्रोथ हम FY26 के लिए टारगेट कर रहे हैं।
और मार्जिन के लिए सर, एबिटा मार्जिन कैसे देख रहे हैं ये साल और अगले साल के लिए?
क्योंकि मार्जिन का जो एबिटा मार्जिन का जो हमारे साथ में जो चैलेंज है वो यही है कि हम उसका पूरी तरह से रिसोर्सेज का यूटिलाइजेशन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। तो इस साल सेम यही रहेगा और अगले साल निश्चित तौर से बढ़ेगा।
ओके, तो ये साल 13%।
जी जी
13.5।
ओके, थैंक यू सर, ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Nikhil Abhyankar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, sir, I just wanted to understand what is the equity investment as on date in the operational assets?
Equity investment in operational asset.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me figure it out. Just hold on. Yeah. Operational asset. Only operational asset which are under. So you are saying which are under construction, it has to be excluded, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's around 450 crores.
450 odd crores. So, sir, so are we planning to offload all these operational assets?
500 crores, right? 500 crores something.
500. Okay. So are we looking to offload these projects to the InvIT in this year? Or do we have any timelines? And also, just to follow up on that, the ballpark transaction that happened for the InvIT was somewhere around 1.9x of equity invested. So should we assume a similar number for the next tranche as well?
See, as on date, we are having 5 operational projects with us, right? In which one is basically transmission project,
Right.
which probably will be transferring basis because we have got one more transmission project which is adjoining to that existing project. We'll be clubbing these 2 projects and then we'll be transferring. So that is, we don't believe that we'll be transferring during the current year. That is one aspect, right? And then there are 2 more operational projects. One is state HAM projects, which we have never intended to transfer to InvIT because it's a different dynamics, right? It's a state, it's not an NHI project. And then one is BOT projects, BOT annuity, right? And the concession period remains for that particular project around 4 years. So that is also out of question for transfer. Now it is only 2 projects, which probably, which is probably we can transfer, right? One project we can immediately transfer, that is Aligarh Kanpur, maybe in another 1 or 2 months. We are just waiting for NOC of NHI. And then there is a project recently we got the COD in the month of April, which probably can get transferred to InvIT in next April because it's 1 year of operation has to be completed, right? For any project to be transferred to InvIT. So yeah, in current year, we are expecting that Aligarh Kanpur is our project which can be transferred to InvIT. And so far value is concerned, certainly it would be 1.9, 2.5 or 1.5 because that's I would say where we'll go for fair value and all that. And I think safely we can assume that it should be more than 1.25 or 1.3. And right now I can't comment on this, right? Until we have set process of price discovery for those projects. So we have to go through that process.
Sure. That's all from my side. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vinit Prasad from Investec. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening,
I have a couple of questions. The first one being, sir, in the MSRDC project, if you look at the bidding details of all the packages, number one, there were only limited number of players who participated in those bids. So would it be fair to assume that competitive intensity was relatively lower and margins in this project would be much better?
देखिए क्या है कि ये स्टेट के प्रोजेक्ट है और अपन ये मान के चलते हैं सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के कंपेयर में स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के जो प्रोसीजर है और वहाँ जो कंपटीशन है थोड़ा सा कम ही रहता है तो मार्जिन जहाँ तक सवाल है वो थोड़ी रिस्क भी होती है साथ में तो एट पार ही समझना चाहिए मतलब जहाँ तक पेमेंट टाइमिंग क्या या और दूसरे जो इश्यूज होते हैं उसकी वजह से हम ये मान के चलते हैं मतलब थोड़ी मार्जिन बेटर रहते हैं बट उसके साथ में सेंट्रल के कंपेयर में जब रिस्क होती है तो ओवरऑल जो रिजल्ट रहता है वो एट पार ही रहता है.
Understood. And sir, if we analyze the bidding details, there are almost 40 packages which were awarded. Why did GR only bid for 7 out of those? Were there any restriction in terms of amounts or number of packages we could bid?
ये क्या है कि आप मतलब एक तो इन्होंने मैक्सिमम प्रोजेक्ट फिक्स कर रखे थे कि आप टोटल जो विन कर सकते हो 3 प्रोजेक्ट ही कर सकते हो इससे ज़्यादा कर नहीं सकते एक चीज़ तो ये और इन प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर मतलब जो इतने प्रोजेक्ट को एनालाइज करना कुछ प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर अपन क्वालिफाई भी नहीं थे मतलब ये बहुत सारे इश्यूज थे और कुछ प्रोजेक्ट में हमारे हिसाब से लैंड एक्विजिशन के या वर्किंग एनवायरनमेंट के इश्यूज थे इसकी वजह से हमने इन प्रोजेक्ट्स को टारगेट किया था और उसी को बिड किया था तो उसमें से 3 की बजाय हम मैक्सिमम जैसे हमको 3 प्रोजेक्ट मिल सकते थे लेकिन हम 2 में एल बन रहे.
And sir, can you please elaborate a bit more on which type of packages where you were not qualified for? Where were the issues?
क्या मैं समझा नहीं क्या कह रहे पूछना चाह रहे सर?
सर आपने अभी बताया कि कुछ हाँ पैकेजेस में क्वालिफाइड नहीं थे.
जैसे इसमें क्या है कुछ टनल की क्वालिफिकेशन थी अपने पास में टनल की लिमिटेड क्वालिफिकेशन है अपन कभी 1 किलोमीटर की टनल का कंप्लीशन है या कुछ और इस तरह के मतलब जो क्वालिफिकेशन क्राइटेरिया रहते हैं तो उस तरह के चैलेंजेस थे.
Understood. Okay. And sir, the last question is, sir, do we see any other state governments coming up with such large magnitude of expressway orders, or this was only one-off wherein Maharashtra had come out with such so many number of packages and such large orders?
नहीं अभी दूसरे स्टेट्स के भी आ रहे हैं हम लोग उनके ऊपर फोकस हो रहे हैं.
अगर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैज आल्सो incentivized state basically they have also expand their budget allocation to the state who coming up with infrastructure development and all that. So वो last 3 साल में अगर आप देखोगे ना तो year on year they are increasing their allocation. So state और भी स्टेट अभी आएंगे अभी ये स्टेट है इसके अलावा भी स्टेट मतलब so we'll be focusing on other state as well.
Okay. And are there any other states who come out with tenders or where such projects are in pipeline or such projects are under evaluations?
अभी तो पाइपलाइन में है सर एस्टिमेशन पे है अभी मतलब वर्किंग चल रही कंसल्टेंट के साथ में उनकी वर्किंग चल रही है अभी प्रोजेक्ट मतलब बिड्स आई नहीं है लेकिन आएंगी.
Okay. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Deepak Krishnan from Kotak Institutional Equities. Please go ahead.
I just wanted to understand on the BOT pipeline that you indicated 25% of your orders will be BOT. Would you be bidding it on your own or are you looking to bid with any partner? What is your view on BOT ordering as such?
So your voice was not properly audible. What I could understood is that you are asking for if we can bid in JV. Will we be bidding in JV or something for which kind of project?
Yes.
No, what, for road projects or for?
Sir, can you hear me now?
Project? No, you're talking project specific?
No, yeah, I'm talking about in general BOT road projects. Would you be bidding it on your own or would it be through a JV?
No, so yes, BOT we can bid on our own. So let's say if we are targeting, or probably if we find some JV, right, partner, probably we can go for higher number in BOT, but otherwise also we can bid on our own. I mean, whatever number which has been mentioned by our MD sir, that is almost 5,000 crore, can be bid on our own. There is no need of JV.
And sir, with the InvIT structure coming through, are you looking at a TOT asset monetization project as well?
TOT right now, so far we have not evaluated because of pure play investment. And so right now it is not in our mind.
And in terms of the order by inflow guidance of 15 to 20,000 crore, what percentage would be non-road this year?
Non-road, we can say, I mean, non-road we include metro, right, tunnel, then power transmission. We are targeting at least 5,000 crore.
Sure. Any particular segment or any areas that you're specifically focusing on?
These all areas which I just recently.
Sure. Okay, because it's roughly flat on a YOY basis, right? You would have won a similar sort of order number this year as well, right?
Sorry?
This year also you won a similar range, right? 5,000 crores. So on a year-on basis.
5,000 crore was on road. Now you are talking about non-road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year we won around 5,000 crore. Did not last year? It was for road only.
Okay.
Road and I think, yeah.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Jiten Rushi from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for taking my question. So from the current order backlog, what is the executed order book, sir?
Now 9,700 something order.
Sorry, sir?
9,700, 10,000 crore order.
And sir, in the opening remarks, sir said that there is a outstanding bid pipeline of 10,228 crore of project, right, sir?
No. So 10,228 is basically project which we have bidded. I mean, that is yet to open.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't get to open this. So what is the breakup between the segments?
It's 75% is road and the balance is rail and metro.
Balance is rail and metro, okay. And this is open in next June end probably?
Maybe another 1 month, yeah. Maybe another 1 month.
Okay. And sir, in terms of the inflow mix, so we have given a guidance of 15,000, 20,000 crore. So of which we are saying 5,000 non-roads. So assuming if you get 10 to 15,000 of roads, so almost 5,000, almost 4,000 plus we have already received this year now in NCIDC project. So another 6 to 10,000 crore of road projects we are targeting. So this will include a mix of 50% HAM and 25% EPC and balance BOT toll. Is my understanding correct, sir?
So say depending on actually so far. So generally it is our ideals, I would say combination, right? But let's say if we are getting all the project under EPC mode, then also we are okay. And so far we have already having that L1 status for EPC of 4,500 crore, right? So let's say balance of 10,000 crore, if we are getting under HAM mode, then also we are okay. At least 4,000 crore under BOT and 5,000 crore under HAM, then also we are okay. So it's not a big issue for us as of now.
Okay. But sir, any upcoming bid pipeline from NHAI, because the previous sites are also talking about NHAI is targeting 1.5 trillion of awarding, and few of them have identified 1 trillion pipeline. So any identified pipeline by us which we are going to bid in NHAI or MOR or any other state highway, which you can articulate and break it down into like BOT, toll or HAM, sir?
That number right now we are not carrying in our hand. But yes, as on date, when we are seeing that there are 250,000 crore of pipeline we have already identified, right? So it's a road is 1,50,000 or 1,60,000, right?
1,60,000. Okay.
Yeah, 1,60,000, right? And out of those 1,60,000, how much is them right now? I'm not having that much figure with me, right? So yes,
maximum is
and balance 90,000 would be what, like?
Balance 90,000 would be tunnel, metro, right? Then transmission, then ropeway, hydro, right? These all are.
Sorry, just last question from my side. If at all balance, if at all within non-road, so what kind of margin do we get in the non-road segment? Because so far we have been doing road work and we have been getting we have been having a good run rate in terms of margin. Now obviously we are guiding 13.5% this year and probably an incremental margin next year. But what would be the inherent margin in the non-road sector which we keep in mind bid for?
Non-road, maybe we are always targeting, depending on competition, let's say in power and transmission, right? Because of competition, we can't have that kind of margin which we are always expecting in road, right? But as we are progressing, as we are, developing our own strength in this particular sector, we'll be, increasing our margin with every project, right? So probably we can start with 10%, but maybe by the end of execution of third project, we'll be earning 15% kind of margin, right? And which may not be the case for the first project, even if we have expected 10% kind of margin, but we'll not end up, getting 10%. So as we are moving along, right, as we are getting our capacity, then we are strengthening our capacity or existing skill about those sectors, probably will be increasing our margin. But yes, depending on. So let's say for hydro projects, hydro tunneling projects, we are always expecting 13 to 15% kind of margin. But there also, it's a new segment for us, right? Probably we may end up, getting lesser than what we have anticipated. So we can end up, let's say, at 12% or 30%, but depending on how we are progressing on those sectors.
And the last question, in the last call, you were talking about the water and building segment, where you were saying that we have built a team and are looking to bid for projects in the water and building. But I think you have not mentioned anything on that part. So what is the progress on that part?
बिल्डिंग और वाटर पाइपलाइन से हम इवैल्यूएट कर रहे हैं, अभी कैपेबिलिटी डेवलप करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और इवैल्यूएट कर रहे हैं. जब तक प्रॉपर कैपेबिलिटी डेवलप नहीं हो जाती है और इवैल्यूएशन फेज में है अभी तक ऐसा कोई प्रोग्रेस इसमें मेजर प्रोग्रेस इसमें मैं आपको अभी नहीं बता पा रहा.
Okay sir, thanks a lot sir and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participants. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav Shah from JM Financial Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Sir, in the presentation we have mentioned that in the slide for projects awaiting appointed date, there are only 7 HAMs. So I was confused. So for how many HAMs the AD is pending? In PPT it is shown as 7 HAMs. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Hello. Yeah. Just hold on. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are total 9 projects where appointed data are awaited, right? But then out of that 9, there are 7 HAM. One is for ropeway and one is for multimodal logistic park.
Okay. So for 7 HAMs AD is pending.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, secondly, in the opening remarks, sir mentioned that there is also one more HAM where the land is a challenge, the ROW is a challenge. So you are looking for termination. So which is that HAM?
This is a HAM of Punjab state. So Ludhiana, Rupnagar, and where we started construction almost 1.5 years back. Somehow we are not able to get that hindrance-free land over there, and we are not able to execute those projects. So So we have, we have actually communicated our intention to terminate to the authority, because then there is no land, there is no point. And the rest of the authority is awaited.
What was the value of the project? And I think EPC value was closer to 800 odd crores. So out of that, how much we have executed?
750 crore was the EPC value for that, and we have executed almost 15-17% of like this.
So now we don't have the land for the remainder 80% of the project.
Yes.
Okay, so roughly it can impact the order book by closer to 600-650 odd crores if the termination goes on.
Yeah. If land is made available to us, then okay, but otherwise 600 crore can also be win.
Okay. And sir, for the...
Mr. Vaibhav, could you please fall back in the question queue for further questions?
Okay, no worries.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pratik Nari from Art Venture. Please go ahead. Hello, Mr. Pratik, your line has been unmuted. Please go ahead with your question. Hello, Mr. Pratik, your line has been unmuted. Please go ahead with your question.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, yes.
Yeah. So wanted to understand as to, do we have any plans to reduce our current debt?
Our debt outstanding is around 718 crore as of March 2024. And which we believe is probably we are in very comfortable position. I don't think that we are having that much of debt. This much of debt is, I think.
Okay.
So,
and sir, what revenue growth guidance you have given for the next year?
For the current year, right?
Yeah. I mean, FY25.
Yeah, it's a kind of flattish, reason being that we are not. I mean, that whatever executable order book which we are having right now, and we are waiting for various appointed dates also. So we are targeting a flattish kind of revenue for the current year. We are not expecting any growth unless until we get some good EPC projects in next 1 or 2 months, right? Then probably we can have that growth of 5 to 10%. Otherwise, we expect to be flattish.
And margins?
Margin, because we are not at. It's not that because of we are not able to utilize our resources optimally. So we are expecting same kind of margin which we recorded last year, almost 13% kind of.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Gaurika Nair from Avendus Spark. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. If you could just give me your EBITDA margins and your PAT margins for FY24.
Sorry, your voice, I mean, you have to be a bit louder.
Can you give me your EBITDA margins and your PAT margins for FY24?
You want an absolute number or percentage?
Percentage.
Yeah. So percentage, my EBITDA margin for last year, I mentioned in my opening remarks as well. So it is 14.58, 14.6%. And the PAT margin is around it's a percentage. It's a 755 crore, 760 crore. In terms of percentage, it is around. No. PAT margin. No. So it's excluding that exceptional gain because we have recorded some exceptional gain, right? So exceptional gain is around 100. So PAT margin 9.7%, excluding that exceptional gain.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you, sir.
Sir, just to again get a clarity, equity invested is 1,669 crore as on March, and the balance requirement is 2,137 crore. And you said 850 crore to be invested in 25. So in 26, 27, how much to be invested?
So balance would be, because depending on at what time we'll be getting appointed date now for 9 projects. Accordingly, my estimate is 800 to 850 or 900 odd crore would be invested in the current year, and the balance 700 or 800 crore next year, or balancing figure maybe 500 in third year.
Okay, got it. And for this year FY25, in terms of the capex, how much we are looking at?
Our capex, because our building is under construction, so we are targeting around 200 to 250 odd crore for the current year. Reason being, 100 crore will be 150 crore we will be putting in our office building.
Okay, got it. Second, on the in working capital particularly, so you mentioned that the current working capital, which has slightly increased the days, will it come back to the normal level?
See, the major contributor, in increase of my current working capital is basically my
SP debtors. Okay, got it.
We have purposely kept it at, otherwise working capital is at least, I would say it's 30, 35, 40 or 45 days only.
Okay, and got it. And the InvIT, whatever now, how much dividend that we will be getting at the standalone level, and what would be the tax rate on the same?
See, dividend we would be getting basis the declaration they declared yesterday only, right? 3 rupees per unit. So we'll be getting 1,900 odd crore. 19 odd crore of units we are holding, right? So we'll be getting around 60 crore of both, including dividend and interest.
Okay, and will there be a lower tax rate?
Mr. Shravan, could you?
Yeah. So for interest, I think no, for both interest as well as dividend, there is no differential tax rate. Yes, it's the same. I mean, taxable at the same rate.
Oh, okay, got it.
Unless until we, decide to, I mean, it has to be taken a call at board level, at management level. If we decide to pass through the dividend to our investors, right, then there would not be any tax on dividend at least. But this is something, I mean, this call has to be taken at board level or shareholders level, right?
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Navid Virani from Bastion Research. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Hello.
Sir, you're audible, but your voice is very low.
Is it better now?
Yes, sir, go on.
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity. I just had one question regarding the order inflow for FY24. I'm sorry I missed the number when you mentioned it. Can you please mention again the order inflow for FY24?
FY24 order book was around 2,000.
Order inflow, sir.
Order inflow, no?
Yes.
Order inflow you're talking, no?
Yes, sir.
It's 2,200 odd crore.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav Shah from JM Financial Limited. Please go ahead.
Sir, for the Ludhiana route number project, you mentioned that 15 to 17% only execution has been done. So how did NHAI provide the appointed date 2 years back when only 15-20% land was available?
See, process of land acquisition is basically they are declaring 3D, right? And then basis declaration of this is the notification of 3D. The 3G award is declared, and then award that amount is finalized, which is payable to the farmers. Now, Land Acquisition Act says that once 3D is notified, then land is deemed to be acquired, right? But unless until those farmers, the owner of that land, get the payment of, they get their compensation, right? They are not actually allowing any other person to enter into their land. And the problem which we faced at that point of time is that though 3D was there, but the farmers were hesitating for, or they were struggling for, they were fighting for higher compensation, and which ultimately could not be materialized between those, that particular dispute could not be materialized between NHI and farmers. So they are not releasing their land. So on the basis of 3D, we assume that the land is there, but at the time of execution, we were not allowed to do construction work over there. That's the case.
So when we got the 80, what was the percentage land that we assumed it is available?
It is more than 80%.
Okay, so we took the 80, but then there was an issue, the land was not ultimately available.
Now it is done in each and every project. It's nothing new in this particular project.
Okay, and so secondly, for the equity number you mentioned, 2137 crores. So it is for the entire portfolio, not only for HAM, right?
Yeah, it is for power transmission, ropeway, multimodal, all entire portfolio.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nikhil Abhyankar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead. Hello, Mr. Nikhil, your line has been unmuted. Please go ahead with your question. Mr. Nikhil, your line has been unmuted. Please go ahead with your question. Ladies and gentlemen, if you all wish to ask a question to the management, you may press star and 1 at this time. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Korika Nair from Avendus Spark. Please go ahead.
Hi, sorry, I think I missed your capex for FY24. Is it okay to repeat that to me?
Capex for FY24 was around 108 crore.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vinit Pasit from Investec. Please go ahead.
So just need one clarification. The two ropeway projects which were cancelled last year, have they come up for rebidding? What are NHAI's plans there, government's plans there?
अभी वापस बिडिंग के लिए आ रहे हैं. उन्होंने एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट मांगे हैं ताकि प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर जो भी रिक्वायर्ड जो डेफिशिएंसीज है डिजाइनिंग में उसके बारे में उन्होंने सजेशंस मांगे हैं. अभी इस प्रोसेस में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, लेकिन प्रोजेक्ट वापस बिड में आए हुए हैं दोनों.
सो एक बार बिड हो चुके हैं. एक बार हम लोग L1 थे, सेकंड टाइम सम अदर पार्टी वाज L1 एंड वो भी कैंसिल करके they are now asking for correction for the deficiency or rectification of those deficiencies. Most of the players are not participating in those projects, right? So अभी वो make them attractive changes करवा रहे हैं.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Navid Virani from Bastion Research. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the follow-up. Just want to clarify my understanding regarding the transfer of the 7 HAM projects. So there is a 7 HAM project transfer हुआ है InvIT के अंदर. इसके अंदर there is no exchange of cash which has taken place, right? Is that understanding correct?
Yes, very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was the last question from the participants. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
So thank you all the investors, thank you all the stakeholders for supporting us, and we are confident we'll be getting on again back on the track for double-digit growth going forward, because we believe that there is a big opportunities available in the country in infrastructure sector where we are in. So thank you very much for your continued support. Thank you.
Thank you, Anandji, and thank you, Ajay, for letting us close the call. We'll close the day now. Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of HDFC Securities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.